Apex Violator is the latest EP from Valdrin. This is a Cincinnati, Ohio-based black metal band. Most would call them a melodic black metal band that includes influences from symphonic black metal from the late 90s and early 2000s, as well as more of a traditional melodic black metal idea. There is also death metal in their work. I think if you go back to their earliest records, you'll find that just as a lot of early 90s black metal with that symphonic flair, it still had some death metal in its DNA. So is that true here, but it is from a modern standpoint with a lot of newer guitar techniques, which adds to the complexity and immediacy of their overall presentation. Now, if you only know the band from Throne of the Lunar Soul, this is not that side of the band. This is a different character they're embodying. This is a next animus focused narrative, and that means that it is congested with riffs. It is semi-melodic in most cases. There's usually a big melodic hook somewhere between the keyboards and the guitars, but most of it focuses in on very dense and eruptive pieces that are very dramatic and sometimes have like a voivod-esque traipse to them. We'll get an example of their sound on this record here in a clip, and then I'll talk a little bit more about what this EP is. So whenever Valdrin puts out a shorter record, expect it to be a dilation of the density of their work. So all of it is prepared in a way that it's kind of equally wrought in terms of its ideas and its riff count. But on Throne of the Lunar Soul, they spread that out into a longer record, which took its time to develop atmosphere and movement. The earlier stuff from Valdrin, is particularly their second full-length album, was more of a dense and aggressive and kind of hellish metallic form that they return to here on this. And so this is something that is not just about conveying 90s black metal in any sense. It's more about conveying the black hole that is this character and the torments that they're going through to empower themselves. And so that means that this is maniacal, it's devious, it's sinister in its movement. And I'll run out of qualifiers here eventually, because it is symphonic melodic black metal in some sense, but there's an aggression to it which is different. It's not just ancient and emperor style black metal. I don't think that it's wildly original in some aspects, but in others it is far and above what a lot of modern black metal bands are doing with that sort of 90s informed and early 2000s informed style and palette. For me, Apex Violator is one of the more interesting records from Valdrin. It's just got some of the best riffs. I'd love to see these songs live and the way they come together, because it just feels like there's a ton going on, and we still get to the riff. We still get those kind of epic moments, but most of it is just density and attack that I just particularly like. So as an existing fan and referencing some of their earlier work, I think this is just a fine record, and one that is worth checking out if you've been a fan of the band in the past. Check it out if you will. It released on June 20th. That's a high recommendation from me, and go ahead and read my review for more of my thoughts.